Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you're listening to the Touch and Tips podcast. I'm going to be your host, Mr. Les J. Zamalik III. This will be the very first kickoff of it on YouTube. Possibly the first and last. Let's shut that door. You don't need to see what's going on back there. I had to turn the lighting down a little bit to take away from the whatever's going on with my face. I did have a hat. I don't know where the hat went. Where's my hat? Oh, sliding over here. Dropping some shit. Fuck yeah. Bitches. To put the hat on. Don't worry, that was just baby Jesus. So, what am I going to do with this? I used to have a podcast on Spotify. It's still there. And no one listened to it. So, the next logical step is to record it. So people can ignore that as well. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. So that way, I can eventually have annoying ads that I talk about, like, in the middle of things. Do you like beer? How about a nice OK-Tuber Fest, which is either an Oktoberfest beer or something for people who go tubing. It could be both. So, what I'm going to discuss is what happened earlier today, because that is quite possibly, let's see if we take off these glasses, if there's less of a strange glare going on. Now you can see my lazy eye. Enjoy that. Not a lot to look at. Take it all in. Milk it all in. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so there was this guest, and after he left, I asked the people around him. It was him and possibly his girlfriend, I don't know, his lover, his wife. I don't think it was his wife. But he was extremely boring. And I asked everybody else around what they thought about him. And everybody's like, oh, God, he was such a douchebag and other such things. I just thought he was boring. And I will get into that. I will give you word for word, play by play of what he said verbatim. But yeah, he was a special type of guy. I work in a hoity-toity hotel bar that is connected to a fine dining restaurant in the middle of the French Quarter, so I get all kinds. And this guy said that he was visiting his uncle for the first time in 15 years, and his uncle was a sommelier. And since he was a sommelier, he broke out the scotch, of course, because that's what sommeliers do when you come visit them. They break out some scotch, and here is what he actually said. We started with a $30 bottle of scotch, then a $40, then a $50, then a $60, then a $70, then an $80. Fast forward to 6 hours later, again, I have not seen my uncle in 15 years. But by the time 6 hours rolled around, we were drinking $620 bottles of scotch. And bless his little dum-dum of a girlfriend's heart, because she didn't ask any qualifying question. I would have asked some questions. In fact, I would have asked him questions if he wasn't so fucking boring. Like, what scotches? Give me some names. Throw out some names, bro. Which one did you like? Which one did you not like? But instead, dirty dishes were piling up to epic proportions because he was by the dish machine and I couldn't go over there because I wanted to rip out my eyes and ears, at the same time, because he was awful. And that's just one of the very many stories he told just like this. It's like Ben Stein. You remember Ben Stein? Except Ben Stein was interesting. This guy was the least interesting man in the world. So he was, he was drinking Tito's because, that's what they do. Anyways, end of whatever this fucking thing is. Remember, kids, tip well and tip often. Cheers.